Today, we are going to be checking out the Nova Mini Smart Laser Projector by NexiGo. So NexiGo actually was awesome and sent this out to us so we can show it to you, test it, and all that cool stuff. But before we do that, we got to see what's in the box. So let's go ahead and check that out. So I'm actually super excited to see what's in this box. I've never owned a projector myself, so I am very excited to test this out. All right, so let's open this up and see what we get firsthand. Oh, there we go. So the first thing that we see here is going to be a little box with probably instructions in it. We also see a remote control, put that aside. And we also see a set of AAA batteries for your remote control. Let's go ahead and open this up. I want to see what this is. Smart Laser Projector user manual. It comes with a little cleaning cloth. They also give you this little card that has a QR code for a quick start guide and also something that takes you to, I believe, their website. All right, we're gonna take the foam off and see what's under here. It looks like we have a power cable on the right side. That comes out, and then we have a separate power brick. We're actually gonna take this out. And we'll take all of the cables out too so we can get a full eye of what actually comes in here. We have a little packet of do not eat me gels, silica gels. And the last thing in here is actually the projector itself. Let me take this out. It is covered with a nice little film so it doesn't get scratched. Is there anything else in here? No and no. So that's gonna go off. Whoop. And of course, we're gonna take this off because we wanna see the projector itself. I'm gonna try not to rip this. I'm very particular about keeping my packaging as pristine as possible, but this is going to be hard. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, look at that. This is so cool. By the way, I don't have very big hands. That's my hand. That's the projector. Very nice. So here's everything you get in the box. A microfiber cloth so you can clean the projector, a quick start guide, a Nova Mini user manual, the remote with batteries, a charging block with a cable, and the projector itself. So let's look at the front of this projector. Starting off with the giant lens that's on here on the left, that's a projection lens. Then we have eye protection sensors, an IR receiver, and an autofocus camera hidden right inside that piece of glass right there, which I think you can see it if I turn this a little bit over. It's right there. On the back side, we get the first HDMI port with ARC, so you can put a soundbar to this, a second HDMI port, an RJ45 port, so you can put Ethernet on it since this is a smart projector, a USB-A port, a 3.5mm jack for audio output, and a USB Type-C for power. If we turn to this side of the projector, this is actually a speaker. So there is a speaker within this projector. And if we look over here, I believe this is the exhaust vent, which means that the air has to go in from somewhere, right? So it's either going to be on this side or down at the bottom. And I'm not sure if you noticed it, but there is something hidden down here at the bottom, which is super cool. This thing has a kickstand, a built-in kickstand. So you pop that up and you can put it down. So if you need to angle it, it has a little kickstand for you. It's very neat. But that's not the only thing that's down here. It also has this, which means that you can actually put this on a tripod or even mount it to the ceiling. On the top of the projector, we have a few things. We have the power button, the return button, the settings button, the OK button when you want to make a selection, and the arrows to navigate through all the apps. You can also see the fan in there, so you can actually see that spinning. So not only did NexiGo send us the projector, they also were gracious enough to send us a stand for it. This is the TSO2, which when you purchase your projector, you can actually bundle it with your order, or you can just order this on its own. The projector mount was super simple to install, and once it's up, it's surprisingly sturdy and looks pretty sleek. It makes the Nova Mini look like a little robot, and with it looking this cool, it will fit into any setting. As soon as we powered on the Nova Mini, setup was very easy. The menu walks you through everything. The first step being, hold the back arrow and home button together to pair the remote. After that, just pick your region and language. Simple. The Nova Mini does come with Google TV, but since we didn't have an account handy, we rolled with basic TV mode. Next up was the Wi-Fi settings. Even though it has an RJ45 port for wired Ethernet, built-in Wi-Fi makes this super convenient and portable. Like we mentioned earlier, NexiGo added a standard tripod mount, so we quickly threw it onto a tripod for a fast setup and started testing it right away. We first tried it during the day to see how it held up in brighter conditions, and we also got to watch the autofocus camera do its thing. Anytime the projector moves, even just a bump, it refocuses automatically to sharpen the image once again. We then tested the built-in speakers too, while recording the audio with an iPhone. And hey, while the Nova Mini won't win any awards for audio, it gets surprisingly loud, and it's totally usable if you just want to set up and start watching. But here's where the magic really kicks in. Lights off! Once the room goes dark, this projector comes alive. The NexiGo's SAE technology, Scene Adapt Engine, really shines here. It boosts contrast and detail to make everything look crisp. And even though this is a 1080p projector, the image is impressively clean. Colors pop, even before switching to vivid mode. But this isn't enough. Now that we've seen what it can do, it's time to go big. Since the Nova Mini is rated for a recommended 150-inch screen. But we ended up pushing it to about 190, since our wall was huge. And it still looked great. Honestly, it's wild how much power this little tiny laser projector packs in. So we have had this projector for about a week and we immediately fell in love with it. We've already set it up for karaoke night. We've already set it up for movie night. We set it up just to watch YouTube. Even though we don't have a projector screen on our wall, it still looked great. The colors stood out. It was very clear and we enjoyed it very much. But there is one detail that is not mentioned on the box, on the device, that came in handy. And that is that this is Bluetooth capable, not just for the remote, but it is Bluetooth capable for speakers. So we were easily able to connect a Bluetooth speaker, which is like our PA system, to watch a movie and have like this crazy bass and crazy sounds. So I think that that should be something that should be mentioned, that it is Bluetooth capable, plug in a speaker or connect a speaker to it very easily. I know we've already mentioned it, but the design of the Nova Mini is beautiful. I mean, the design of it gives me a Tron kind of feel to it. And the RGB at the top just gives it that cherry on top that is just like, what? This looks awesome. Another thing that I have to mention is that the exhaust isn't loud. I don't even remember hearing the Nova Mini while I was trying to use it. So now we have a movie theater pretty much in our home, and we are very happy with the NexiGo Nova Mini. So I want to thank NexiGo again for sending this out to us. We definitely enjoy this product, and we have a plan to pretty much use it every single week, whether it's our Friday movie nights or our karaoke nights or just simply watching content. We're definitely going to be utilizing it. And for those of you that want to check this out yourself, I'm going to leave a link for you in the description below. Remember to take care of yourself and take care of others. See you in the next video.